Amazing. So let's start. Welcome everybody again. This is the webinar from HomeToGo and Octorate to present you our new integration between these two amazing companies, and also to present you more vacation rental trends for spring and summer. We want to take advantage of this space to also give you information about what is coming for this year. So I'm gonna present ourselves. So my name is Natalia. I'm the sales manager for Spain and Portugal at HomeToGo. And with Elodie Pacheco, my colleague that is a sales manager for the UK and France at HomeToGo. And also Elisa, I don't know if you want to say a few words also to present yourself.
Hi everybody, I am Elisa from Octorate. I am a customer success and content manager and controller for Octorate. I've been working here for 5 years, so I have a bit of experience and I can explain you how to connect in an easy way HomeToGo and how to make the best connection the best as possible.
Amazing. Thank you for inviting us, Elisa, and the whole team of Octorate. Elodie, you want to start?
Yep. So thank you, Natalia. Yeah, I'm Elodie. So I'm the sales manager for the French and the UK market. So first, a big thanks to the whole team of Octorate who made it possible for us to present this webinar today. We're really pleased to share this moment with you. So today in the agenda, I will introduce you the HomeToGo group. Then I will pass it over to Natalia and she will present you the market forecast and trends for 2023. She will also share with you some fresh data from a survey that HomeToGo has conducted with 3,000 travelers in 6 key European markets and in the US. I will then give you some tips to optimize your listings. Then finally, I will give back the floor to Elisa, who will do a live demo and explain how to connect to HomeToGo from Octorate. And then, as Natalia mentioned it in the chat, at the end of the webinar, we have a space for questions. So please feel free to post your question in the chat and we'll answer them at the end of the webinar. So let's start. What is HomeToGo? So we are a booking channel that offers the largest selection of vacation rentals in the world. The company was founded in Germany, in Berlin, in 2014. Bringing together more than 600 employees all over the world and working with more than 60,000 partners. HomeToGo operates apps and a website in 25 countries and receive more than 50 million visits per month. Our main traveler source markets are Germany, Austria, Switzerland, the Netherlands, and England. The HomeToGo group is made of 8 brands, as you will see in the slide right now. So in the past year, HomeToGo has acquired local brand to give more visibility to property manager. So basically, with one single connection, you can access to the German market through HomeToGo, but also through the brand, Idomizil, Casamundo, and Windu. You can access to the French market with the brand Amivac, or to the Italian market with the 2 brands from the Ferries group, so Casa Vacanza and Agriturismo. Also to the Spanish market with the brand Escapada Rural, and with the American market with the brand Tripping. So HomeToGo give you access to a unique distribution network worldwide, basically. According to a study that was carried out by Sixtrix in 2022, in Germany, HomeToGo got twice as much visibility in organic searches than Airbnb and Vrbo combined. So this is really impressive and an amazing result, which shows the importance and the impact of the HomeToGo brand for the German traveler, basically. So it can be explained by some reason, and one of the reasons will be that we have some really strong TV presence in Germany, and we are leading some big TV campaign through Germany. So we will share this presentation with you, and we have put like 3 ads of the ads they are actually showing right now in the German TV, sorry. This notoriety do not stop here. because I don't know if you follow the news of the industry, maybe through LinkedIn, but 2021 was an amazing year for HomeToGo. We have been listing on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange in October 2021. So HomeToGo is having an incredible growth. Big truck, as you can see on the picture, we're traveling all over Germany to sponsor this big event for our company. So actually, we can say that the pandemic had a positive impact for vacation rental, as it did kind of accelerated the adoption of vacation rental, which is more now common in the tourism industry. Actually, we started this year with a record number of reservation, plus 72% of booking compared to last year. So we are very, very optimistic for 2023. The last point of this section is to tell you the 4 benefits of connected to HomeToGo. So the first one is to obtain quality bookings, mainly from families, from international, but also from European markets. As in HomeToGo, more than 70% of travelers are over 35 years old, and more than 40% of booking are foreign. Secondly, is to keep control of your booking. So HomeToGo allow you to use your own cancellation policy and term and condition. You will see through the presentation, I will repeat it more than once, that you don't have to create an account in HomeToGo. There is no interface. Everything is manageable from your Octorate software. So you have to configure your cancellation policy directly in Octorate. Thirdly, HomeToGo is always innovating in terms of payment solution and offer to the guests many payment solutions adapted to the market, which is really useful and important to convert the booking. And finally, HomeToGo share full contact and real contact of the guests. When the reservation is confirmed on our side, we send you the complete detail of the guest. So that helps you to build a relationship before, during, and after the stay, and also helps you to increase direct booking in the future. So now let's move on the second section, which is maybe the more interesting for you. And I will pass over to my colleague Natalia, who will tell you more about the prediction and trend for 2023.
Amazing. Thank you, Elodie. So as she said, this could probably the most innovative or interesting for you, because we're going to actually show what are the numbers that we are seeing at HomeToGo for this summer 2023. So let's start by markets, and we are going to present a couple, which is the United Kingdom, because we have seen that many of you that are connected are working in this market. And of course, we have what are the most searched destinations in the UK. So we have London, Edinburgh, Brighton, Whitby, and Liverpool. This is basically the destinations that our customers are looking to visit in the UK. And we also have some important data about the UK, such as the average nightly price, which is 155 euros, and an average booking value of 1,304. This is also taking into consideration that the average length of stays are 6 nights. Also, the average number of guests are 4 guests, which are mostly more than other channels. And the top requested amenities are that the pets are allowed, a pool, having a whirlpool, internet, and garage. The guest origins in the UK are actually locals, meaning that also HomeToGo is very strong in the British market, also Germans and Dutch. And for Spain, we also have the most searched Spanish destinations, which with no surprise, of course, because we are facing already very warm weather. We find that Barcelona, Malaga, Valencia, Benidorm are in the most top research destinations for Spain. But also we are super glad that cities like Madrid are recovering after the pandemic, because now more and more people want to go again to cities and enjoy, of course, multiple activities. And for the more data about Spain, we have a median nightly price of 133. Of course, super huge disclaimer here is that this is going to be different between the type of accommodations that you offer. If you have villas or houses or apartments, then this nightly price is going to be different. But this is a median nightly price for the country as a whole. and an average booking value of 2,095 euros. And this is because we have a large average length of stay of 14 nights. This is a very good and huge number because this means that a lot of people come to Spain to actually spend holidays, but also work remotely with families. So they stay for long in Spain. The average number of guests are 5 guests, meaning that they come with family or extended family. The top requested amenities are pool, internet, air conditioning, pets allowed, and terrace. And the guest origins are Germans, Dutch, and British. We also, and I'm gonna stop very quickly this video, we also have some trends, some very interesting data for you for this 2023. And the first one is that we realize that people more and more are planning the holidays together. So we create some features at HomeToGo that actually help them to create the holidays as in families or friends. So we did this wish list, and it's like they can actually like the properties where they're going to spend their next holidays. And this feature has increased the usage of 1,000% more, meaning that people are using this feature as a visualization board. And for the people that are here, that they don't know how HomeToGo looks like, we brought this video to show you how the app looks. So they can actually go into the app and like the properties one by one. And then they can also compare, for example, the most important characteristics, so like prices, location, as you can see, but rating. And then they can just go through the details one by one. So this is a very interesting feature, and we have seen that it helps people to plan their dream holiday together. Then the next one is that the people or travelers are being inspired by the pop culture. We have seen that travelers plan trips to visit their sites of their favorite films or TV series. And we saw this because after the final chapter of White Lotus 2, HomeToGo recorded a 562% increase in searches of Notos Sicily, where the series was filmed. But also, after filming the House of Dragon series, we saw an increase of from 80 to 100% in Portugal and Spain. And it's not only HomeToGo that says this; it's also other important people in the vacation rental industry. That people are actually inspired by the pop culture. So if you have a historical place next to your property, or if you see that it's a very important film that they are running, so don't hesitate to put this in your description because it's going to attract the fans. And the last trend is that we are seeing right now that the spring is a shoulder season, meaning that people more and more are traveling in the spring to avoid the hectic of the summer. So they want to avoid the massive, and we saw that actually at HomeToGo, the increase of searches was 14% compared to last year. And actually 76% of those searches were for abroad. So people actually take this season to actually travel farther away. And as Elodie said, we also are super proud to present here the preliminary results of our travel survey. So every year, HomeToGo actually run a survey. And this year we did it with 3,000 participants in key 6 markets, European and in the US, actually to know where are the people going, how they are going to spend their money, which activities they want to do for the summer. And here are the results. Let's start for the expenses. 64% of the people say that they want to save money compared to the last summer. But super interested, on the contrary, 54% of the Spanish travelers say that they don't want to save for summer vacation. So in case you are interested in the Spanish travelers. And overall, people, where are they going to save money? This is good news for the vacation rental industry because they want to save money in transportation first, then activities, then accommodation, and no surprise, they don't want to save for food and drinks as the last element. And we also investigate more for the type of travel. So 66% of people prefer economy than luxury. 71% prefer wellness trips to party trips. 64% prefer relaxation trips than adventurous trips. So this is in case you are already thinking what type of activities you want to offer. So you already know wellness and relaxations is gonna work super well. We are all very stressed, so this is gonna work in summer. We also question about what are the factors, the decision factors. So this was a long list, but the more important decision factors, first is the price, and this is not new, but this is again coming back because before the first one was the cleanliness. So of course during the pandemic, cleanliness was the most important, but now it's price, so it came back again. Then the second is the type of accommodation, the third is amenities, and the fourth is the sustainability. And what are they actually willing to pay more for? So the most important is that they have a flexible cancellation policy, meaning that it doesn't have to be free, but it could be flexible, so they are willing to pay more for a flexible cancellation policy. Also, they want to have beautiful views, location, so they want to pay more for that. Third is the amenities, and the fourth place is the sustainability. Actually, 62% of the respondents says that they want to support initiatives for sustainability, but they don't know how to do it. So if you have initiatives in your properties, you have to let them know because they'll be super interested. And other interesting results is that we group them for countries. So 90% of Germans says that holidays are worldwide expense. In spite of the inflation, they still want to travel. However, of course, 73% of them want to save a little bit more this year than usual. About the Americans, 70% of them say they want to relax and have wellness getaways. And 83% of them are willing to pay more for a dream view. So if you have properties with amazing locations, views, you might want to get interested for the American travelers. And for the British, they actually are a very interesting case because their inspiration comes from social media such as TikTok and Facebook, but for them still the cost, and 90% is a key factor for the decision to book. So I'm again giving the floor back to Elodie so she can run through some tips to improve your listings.
Thank you, Natalia. Amazing data. That's really interesting to know how the traveler are looking to travel this summer. So my first piece of advice will be to be flexible with your cancellation policy. In 2015, HomeToGo has created the cancellation option filter, and we saw that the usage of this feature has increased by 600% since before the pandemic. Also, as Natalia just shows us in the data, it is really important to be flexible. We saw that the traveler are willing to pay more for this factor. Again, I remind you that you are in control of this. There is no interface in HomeToGo, so you must configure your cancellation policy in Octorate. Also, I encourage you to consider making discounts for long stay or to make promotion on last minute stay to fill up the gaps in the calendar and to attract local traveler. And I also advise you to use pricing tools to know how you are evolving and how you are positioned into the market. And also it will help you to remain competitive in front of a competition, which we know don't stop growing. It is also very important to understand the needs of your guests and to help them as much as possible to plan the stay with you. So, Natalia, if you can pass the slide.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No.
No, the one
which
before.
one do you see it? I think it was there.
No, not the plan ahead, the one with the description.
Yeah, I think it's that. It's there, but it's taking a little bit longer.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
How weird. Okay, so sorry. I was saying that it's really important also to understand the needs of your guests to help them understand and plan their stay with you, basically. So remember that you can add details in your ad, such as adapting your photo, according to the season, or you can describe the activities and attractions that are nearby the location. It can be also useful to specify the average temperature according to the season, maybe. I would advise you also to make a very detailed description of the amenities. Also, we saw with Natalia earlier that travelers are ready to pay more for some equipment. So very important that you make some detailed description of what you have in the property. And also, why not mentioning local festival or vacation so the guest can start doing some research prior the stay and start projecting themselves in the place. So that will help the conversion of the booking, basically. Another very important tip is planning and opening your calendar upfront. So we recommend you to open your calendar at least 12 to 18 months in advance. In HomeToGo, we see that the average booking window exceeds 90 days, which is about 3 months in advance. And the average booking window for the German traveler is 6 months. So the German traveler like to plan. They book really well in advance. So open your calendar so you won't miss out on some quality bookings. It is also very important to know how to optimize your distribution strategy by adding a strategic targeted portal in order to obtain the most quality bookings. So Natalia will explain to you now how to connect HomeToGo with Octorate.
Exactly. So there are actually very few steps. The first one, and we're gonna run through this, is fill out the connection form, our connection form. The second one, and Elisa will kindly explain us how to add the HomeToGo app to your Octorate account from the App Center. And the third one is that our onboarding team will run through your listings and then put them online in about 4 weeks. And so let's start with the first step, which is fill out our connection form. We put here a QR code that will take you to this form. It's actually very simple. We're just going to ask you a couple of details from your company. And feel free to scan the QR code or reach out to us later so we can send you the document and, of course, explain you and respond to your questions. As Elodie said, there is no interface on HomeToGo. So to explain to you a little bit more, this is a two-way API connection with Octorate. So everything that you are going to update on your Octorate account is going to automatically be reflected on HomeToGo, and the inverse is going to happen. All the bookings that we're going to receive from you, we're going to pass it through your Octorate account. And this is also the ideals for an easy onboarding with HomeToGo. I'm not going to read them all, but because you're going to have the presentation. But this is only to be to have a very good performance on HomeToGo, so you can also receive bookings. This is just ideals, and let us know if you have any further questions. And I'm gonna pass the speaking sessions to Elisa right now. So I'm also gonna stop sharing my screen.
Thank you, girls. So it was everything clear, and now we will see in practice how to connect HomeToGo to Octorate. So as well explained, the process will start from Octorate. So I also recommend you to don't fill in the onboarding file before to have your listing done, because all the process and all the listings will be created via Octorate. So first of all, we need to check in our first of all, I want to advise you that you will find all the instruction in our community, in community.octorate.com, in this article, which is called How to Connect HomeToGo. Very easy. Here is all explained. And we will see what we need to do. So first of all, we need to check if our ID, so our profile in Octorate, has correct the address and the location, and as well as recommended by from HomeToGo, It's recommended to have the availability entered for at least the next 18 months. If you already have it, so we can start the process. And the first thing to do would be to click on Channel Manager and Connect New Site. Choose HomeToGo and request the connection. So once you request the connection, by the side of HomeToGo logo, you will see a clock like this, which says that the connection is in waiting. So this is the first step. Then once we see this clock like this, we are going to create the property on HomeToGo. So from here, we click on this blue button with the house, and we're starting filling all the content will be part of my property. So here are general information. So if you want to accept pet, if accept smokers, and the cancellation policy. Once I fill in everything, I can click to send through the OTA. So I will start to send this information to the OTA. Then, once we create the property, we need to create the room, the listings. It's recommended that you have inside the room at least 10 pictures. Here, so at least 10. And you can click here in Channel Manager to configure your listing. So start to make it step by step. I will select the portal I want to update. And then here, I need to fill in all these pages. So first of all, general information. Here I can put the amenities. As mentioned, is recommended to put at least 10 amenities, but as much as possible is better. And second page is about the room availables. So if I have an apartment which has 2 rooms, I will add the 2 rooms. In each room, I need to specify which kind of room it is, the typology, which are the bed, so which kind of bed are inside of each room, and how many beds are inside of each room. So basically, I need to design more or less the plan of my apartment. Description. Also, this part is very important. So, as already seen before, is a very important part to make the decision of your host. So, it's recommended to make a description with at least 700 digits. And also the listing headline, for the listing headline, so the title of your listing is recommended to do not put any special digit or any number, because it could be a problem in order to send to push the listing to the OTA. Let's move on. And here we can specify the pricing. So any extra, security deposit, cleaning fee. Let's make a mention about the price for extra person. So let's imagine you have an apartment for 4 people. You want to sell it for just for 4 people, and the price is always the same. You don't matter how many people are coming. 1, 2, 3, and 4 people will pay the same. So you don't need to do anything. You don't need to touch this section. But if, for example, I have an apartment for 3 people, I want to start sending from 1, and then I want to add 10 euros or $10 for each person which is adding, I will start to make the process from my occupancy which will give the basis price. So in this case, I will start from 1, and in that section, so let's imagine I was starting from that part, from that rate, and here I will put 1, so minimum number of guests 1, and price per extra person 10. So this is to specify which is the basic occupancy with the basic price. And then starting from 1, all the other guests will pay 10 euros more. Again, let's switch to reservation. So here we can specify again the cancellation policy specific for that apartment, because the one we seen previously is in general for the property in general. And then again, we can have a look to the pictures we already uploaded in the main page of the room. We can even choose the pictures we want to send or not send to the OTA. And once it's all done, we can click on Save and Send to Portals. So the process will start to charge. It will take a few minutes. So don't worries if you need to wait a bit, because the data are many. And at the end, the system will give you the result. So if everything is okay, you will find the room in the mapping section. We will see how. If there is any error, you will see here the error in red. So it will be specified which is the error and what you need to correct. If everything is okay, you will find the connection in this status. So with the red chain like this, we can click on the plug here, and you will find the apartment that you're already created with for HomeToGo. So once you arrived at this point, you stop, you contact us in Octorate via chat or via email. Our email is tech@octorate.com, so tech@octorate.com, because you will need to ask us for the activation. So we will activate your connection. So you will see, once we activated, the green chain here. So no more red. And we will provide to you the onboarding form. So you need to complete the onboarding form and then wait for the 3-4 weeks as necessary to be connected with HomeToGo and complete all the process. It's very important that you bear in mind that even though you will see the green chain in this part, it doesn't mean that the connection process has done. In order to be done, you will need to wait for the confirmation from HomeToGo. Okay, my presentation has been done. I hope everything is clear. Girls, if you want to.
Elisa, I have one question for you. During the presentation, you said that you can configure the cancellation policy inside the property. So that means you can do the cancellation policy at account level, but also at property level. Is that correct?
Exactly. So
okay.
This is a property level, but it means it's general, because which is really important is the specific one the client is going to set inside the specific listing.
Very interesting. That's very useful, I guess, for your customers. Very nice. Amazing. And so let's give it a couple of minutes for the questions to enter. But I also wanted to ask you, Elisa, do you have any tips for customers so they they have a good performance on channels? Like there is always good tips that you can give them, or I don't know.
So for sure, pictures are important, description are important, and basically the same thing you already exposed. You already
Yeah.
gave some
We are
very
aligned.
useful tips, exactly. And description, pictures, amenities, all the things that help the customer to filter the property and find the property in which they are really interested on.
Yeah, also filters are important. You're right.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. Amazing. So I don't think we have more questions right now, but I guess we can always share a presentation with the people that attended and also the people who couldn't attend today. Again, if you have any questions, you can contact Elisa or Elodie or me from the part of HomeToGo. And do you have any more comments, ladies?
I will write in the chat our email. So if
Perfect.
anyone need.
Perfect. I'm also gonna send mine.
Yeah, I'll send mine.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Okay. We have a question. Last minute question. The question is, hi, how payment is done? And I can answer, Elo, if that's okay for you. So
Sorry, it's cutting off. Sorry, I didn't hear.
the payment is about the question is about payment, how payment is done. And so with Octorate, we have an integration that allows HomeToGo to charge the guest directly. We offer different type of payment methods depending on where is located the customer. So if it's located, for example, in Germany, so we have different payment methods, such as even bank transfer, because German loves bank transfer for some reason. So they can pay by that. And then we manage the payment and then transfer the booking value 1 day after the check-in of the guest. That's the payment process. Elo, you want to add more information?
So yeah, HomeToGo will collect the payment directly and then do the transfer 1 day after the check-in.
Exactly.
And then you will be invoiced once a month. So we will send you an invoice with a recap of all the bookings that you have received and the commission that is accurate to the booking.
Exactly. That's true.
Also, something really important by payment is really mandatory to have a VAT number.
Oh yeah. All right. So that was our question, very important one. So if there are no more, I think we can say goodbye. Thank you, Elisa.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I was just giving a couple of seconds because the video is delayed for the people that is watching, but no more questions. So we're gonna send just the recording and then hope for questions to come.
Yes.
Oh,
thank you very much.
Can we integrate our listings? Sorry, last question. Can we integrate our 6 existing listings from Octorate and HomeToGo, or do we need to completely create them again from the start? So this is from Minos. No, Minos, you actually don't need to create the listings on HomeToGo. They are automatically brought. We bring this information from Octorate, so you don't need to create them again on HomeToGo, which is a very nice feature. You don't have to double create them. Yeah.
Great.
He will need to create it from Octorate anyway.
Exactly.
So we can't import, if you already have an account on HomeToGo, we can't import your listing in Octorate, but the process will be the same. So in any case, we will need to guide you to push your new listings from Octorate to HomeToGo. I don't know if I've replied correctly, Minos. If you have any doubt, please text an email. We will be more than glad to answer.
Thank you, Elisa. Very clear.
You're welcome.
Perfect. Now let's see, because every time that we say goodbye, a question comes in. Okay. I guess no, this is for real. Okay. So thank you, ladies, again.
Thank you very much.
See you soon. Thank you, everybody. Have a great
Bye-bye.
end of day. Bye.
Bye-bye.